The Yankees don't really care about that. They care about this, though. He absolutely demolishes this 2-2 pitch to left field. Everyone admires that 3-run home run.
I hope you guys did not forget about Giancarlo Stanton, because this dude hit an absolute mammoth home run in the minors because he is on a rehab assignment. The Yankees, they're about to get even better when he comes back from injury, and guess what? They traded for Edwin Encarnacion yesterday. He is leading the American League with 21 home runs. So the Yankees, the Bronx Bombers, they're about to be back in business. What's going on, guys? It's Fuzzy. Welcome back to yet another Major League Baseball recap. The first thing that I have to say is Happy Father's Day. To all the fathers out there, especially my own dad, I'll be having dinner with you pretty shortly. So thank you for everything. We have all of these sons in Major League Baseball. There's Fernando Tatis Jr. There's Bo Bichette, who is the son of Dante Bichette. There's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's Ken Griffey Jr. So there's just so many sons that have played baseball, and that would not be possible without our dads. We're going to go ahead and stay with the Yankees right now because Gleyber Torres and Cameron Maybin came in clutch yesterday. So we started off with Giancarlo Stanton. He's about to join these guys in the same lineup, and then eventually they're going to add Aaron Judge. So they're going to have Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Edwin Diaz, along with Gleyber Torres, all in the same lineup with Luke Voit. That's not fair.
Torres lofts one to center field and deep. Going back, Garcia still back on the track at the wall. See ya! A 2-run home run for Gleyber Torres. Cameron Maybin hits one deep to center. Garcia back, track, wall. See ya!
The Red Sox are going to have to make up some ground because the Tampa Bay Rays, they are still playing good baseball. We all know how good the Yankees have been so far. JD Martinez is quietly having another MVP season. Chris Sale is back to being Chris Sale. He had 10 strikeouts yesterday. So if the Red Sox can keep this up, let me know in the comment section down below. Who do you think is going to win the American League East? Do you think it's going to be the Yankees? Do you think it's going to be the Rays? Or do you think that the Red Sox are going to be able to come back? Because they're kind of on a World Series hangover right now, and I'm pretty sure that they can come back, but at this point, who knows? But yesterday, they took the W.
Shot out to right center field. He drove that one a long way. It is gone. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side. And he gets it on a nasty pitch. However, Baltimore is back in the game.
The Phillies versus the Braves game was absolutely insane, but I have to give the player of the game to Cesar Hernandez of the Phillies. He came in clutch with an absolute no-doubt home run. I think it was either the bottom of the 7th or the bottom of the 8th. He came in clutch with a go-ahead single. So yeah, Cesar Hernandez, easily the MVP from yesterday's Phillies game.
This is leading to, John. Cesar lifts one in the air to deep right field. Marquez going back. It is gone! A hot shot toward the shortstop side into left center field, a base hit. One run is in. Here comes Rodriguez, and the Phillies retake the lead.
Next up, you better get your popcorn ready because Pete Alonso has hit a 460-foot absolute moonshot. I think that this guy is kind of running away with the Rookie of the Year, but Fernando Tatis Jr., he's still playing well, so he could very well make his way back into that same conversation. But the Mets, their offense, they came in big time yesterday.
3-1 to Alonso. And he hits it in the air to deep left field. Forget that. Off the facing of the third deck. And that's line. Base hit. Gomez around third heading home. Fowler unleashes the throw to the plate. Not in time.
I need you guys to pay attention, okay? So for all of my fantasy baseball nerds out there, make sure that you guys go pick up this player already if you have not. His name is Yordan Alvarez. He is playing for the Houston Astros. Not only can he rake, he is in an insane lineup, so he's going to get a lot of runs, RBIs. He's going to get so many offensive stats over the next couple months because this dude is legit. He just hit his 4th home run in his 5th MLB game. I'm not talking about 4 home runs in his last 5. This is only his 5th Major League Baseball game. So obviously, the dude can absolutely mash baseballs. Go pick him up.
That ball's crushed. He's done it again. Yordan Alvarez. Second deck.
That was loud.
Yordan's 4th home run in his 5th Major League game.
You guys hear that?
So I talked about this guy yesterday in my bat flips are ruining baseball video yesterday. I'm not even really serious when I say bat flips are ruining, because I think that bat flips are going to save baseball. Either way, I talked about how home runs are being hit more often and how contact hitters, I mean, there's not really very many of them anymore. Marte used to be a contact hitter. Now I think he's up to 19 home runs. He hit 2 yesterday. I'm just not sure what's getting into these guys like Marte and Tommy La Stella. It's just the fly ball rate, the launch angles. Everyone's hitting home runs right now.
Well, Marte follows suit. Adam pitched very well again. This is hit deep to right center field. Marte has done it again.
Oh my God, I still can't believe that this man is retired. He was one of my favorite players growing up. As you guys can see right now, this was one of the greatest commercials that we've ever seen when Joe Mauer was in back-to-back MLB The Show commercials, because he was on back-to-back games. But he was retired yesterday, and to thank Joe Mauer for all of his recent success in his career, the Twins, they picked up a W courtesy of a few ding-dongs.
Driven to right. This one's back and gone.
Something I do not take for granted, but I'm really looking forward to talking with Joe. Guys.
Over the head of Gordon in left field. Rosario around third. He'll score. Gonzalez to third base, and the Twins have...
Before we go on to the next game, I want you guys to let me know in the comment section down below. Yes, Joe Mauer is a Hall of Famer. No, he is not a Hall of Famer. I'm kind of in the middle right now. Same with Chase Utley. What do you guys think? Do you think that the stars that just retired, like Beltre, Utley, Mauer, who do you think has the best chance of making the Hall of Fame? I think it goes Beltre, then it goes Mauer, then it goes Utley. I'm not too sure. You guys have to let me know. Now, we have to talk about the Indians game. I was so excited to make today's video because I love the Giancarlo Stanton home run as he broke the scoreboard, but Leonys Martin had a straight steal of home yesterday. So he was on third base, he stole, there wasn't a pickoff, anything like that. And the last time that this happened, give me a second guys, you know how much this means to me. The last time that an Indians player stole home straight was Grady Sizemore, so it was a good time.
Martin's gonna try to steal home. The throw. Wow, did he ever time that perfectly?
47 coming in, Cabrera.
Strikes him out. Got him to go fish. A dozen strikeouts for Shane Bieber.
So I also showed you guys how Shane Bieber ended with a 12 strikeout night. This dude is going to be unreal. Now that we're getting Mike Clevenger back into the mix, Trevor Bauer has been pitching a little bit better. We're going to get Kluber and Carrasco back. Hopefully, I think that the Indians are going to be okay. Next up, we're going to talk about a team that the Indians know all too well, the Chicago Cubs. Anthony Rizzo is on fire right now. He put the team on his back yesterday over the Dodgers, and they did not look back as the Cubs win by a score of 2-1.
A high drive to right, way back there. Cubs lead. 2-run homer. Anthony Rizzo.
I don't really talk about this team in an overall sense because kind of the main stars are going to be Shohei Ohtani and Mike Trout. But yesterday, the role players came in huge yesterday. We have David Fletcher with a couple hits, and then we have a few more home runs coming from the other role players. So the Angels, I know they are not going to do any damage in 2019 in terms of making the playoffs, but they still have some exciting players. Tommy La Stella, like I said, is raking. David Fletcher is having a breakout season. If they can get some pitching in the next couple seasons, I mean, they might be back in business. Who am I kidding? I don't know anything about the Angels.
David hooks one down the left field line, chasing Fan back toward the wall. That is off the top of the fence.
And that was a little slow motion.
1-2. Lifts one out to right. This will chase Meadows back. Drifting onto the track and at the wall, gone. Big fly for Kevin Smith, a solo shot.
Alright guys, so the next couple clips are going to be from games where one player from the losing team absolutely went off, but it was not enough to give their team the W. In the first game, we have the Brewers, who was led by Christian Yelich, who hit another home run. Unfortunately, the Giants actually beat them. Next up, we have the Reds versus the Rangers. Yasiel Puig went off as well, but the Rangers were able to overcome that as the Reds fall to the Rangers and the Brewers fall to the Giants. Roll it.
Pilar. Base hit. Game tied.
6-6.
He pulls one into right field. That's a base hit. Second, heading for third. Pilar. Yelich drops the ball. Rounding third. Pilar. 2-2. Grandal hits one. A little flare. Left center field. Yastrzemski streaking in. Makes
the 8 batter.
This ball over shortstop and into left field for a base hit. They're going to wave Odor. Irvin's throw up the line.
2 with a run scored. He hits a curveball up the middle. Iglesias far to his right as he was shifted over to the right side. He can't quite get it.
Alright guys, so that pretty much wraps it up for the main stories from yesterday, but there were still 3 games that we were not able to recap, so if I did miss your team, sit tight, we're going to talk about them in just a second. So the last 3 games we have the Marlins beating the Pirates. There was no home run, so I didn't think that it was very important to show, but Garrett Cooper is going off yet again. The last 2 games, the Rockies offense and the A's offense absolutely exploded, so they're going to go ahead and get some fame today. So thank you all so much for watching. Again guys, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Thank you for all that you do, and to my own dad, thank you for everything. This would not be possible without you. Without further ado, guys, enjoy the highlights. See you tomorrow.
Ramirez.
Ground ball through for a base hit. Out for JT Riddle. Grounds one right side. Then that throw gets into left field. Castro left side. Moran will have the play to first, and Castro has himself an RBI.
Down in a ballpark like this, and Manny has just now gone off.
It wouldn't take a master lip reader to know, and now it's...
And Desi drives this ball high in the air, deep right center. Take a good look. You won't see it for long. A grand slam from Desmond.
There's a line drive. It goes off the glove of Crawford in the left center field. Canna scores.
And now Marcus hits it to left field, hits it well. Williamson back at the track. He will climb the wall, but to no avail. And a line drive home run by Simeon.